Many months have passed since the darkness was not contained. Nature has been corrupted. Berko the Druid has been the keeper of these lands with his brother, Acron, for the past several years, but now it has started to be corrupted. The Scorpion King has felt this corruption, once a friend of the Druids, now a tyrant, killing and poisoning everything in his wake. Scorpion King has been corrupted beyond salvation by the infernal realm and is set loose upon the world. The Lightbringers have to stop it. Berko the Druid, as much as it pains him to kill a beast, this beast has been corrupted and he must do what is right. So, this is the Scorpion King mission. The objective will be to remove these poison markers that are around the map, and these poison markers are attached to a particular mob. Every time one of the mobs with a poison token is attacking, it will get a combat bonus of 1 free scratch. Our objective is to kill the mobs attached to these poison markers and then move on to kill the Scorpion King in his lair. I'll be playing with the house rules, a minimum of 1 black dice always, and a separate attack for the leader. I am also leaving the treasure tokens on the map, so when I pick them up I just draw randomly from the bag. Alright, so Berko the Druid has entered a local corrupted village, and he notices that nothing's in tune with nature, and in the distance he hears some rumbling of rocks as the gargoyles have come to life as the starting enemy. Alright, we have the Druid, Berko, and he has the ability that whenever he transforms into his humanoid form, you can increase any animal track by 2. Shadow mode, you may use the transformation effect of any form, and I am starting with the tribal spear and battered leather armor. My animal tracks are all starting on 2 as per the rule, and I can transform once per turn. We're playing solo, so we account for 4 actions, and everything in the dungeon is for 2 players. Berko has to rid the dungeon of the poisonous mobs, and then go kill his friend, the Scorpion King. Berko has been uneasy as of late, having lost his brother Acron to the darkness, leaving him the sole protector of the land. So here he goes. So first action I probably will use for movement. We'll open this door here. There is trouble afoot. And inside we draw a door card. A cursed chamber. So as I open, a rush of dark energy and uneasiness and death and decay fills my nostrils. Each hero takes 1 wound unless they spend 1 mana. Berko really quickly puts up his hand, and a druidic energy of flowers and vines protect, and sort of the darkness hits them and sort of corrodes them. He manages to protect himself. And inside there we have 1 poison mob, and this poison mob is some demons carrying the serrated dagger. For some of the cards I like to use their powers, so for this one the serrated dagger attack -1 shield, and that's going to apply to me as well. These fell beasts will not stop Berko. Second movement point will go to here. And then next action I will move, and I'll move to here, into this zone with this pillar. End my movement there, and then I will take an attack action, which will be the tribal spear, which can attack as ranged, but it cannot perform ranged attacks beyond range 2. Yellow, I'm in the light, they have 1 blue, and they have 2 minions. Alright, they have a defense claw, which is giving them an extra shield. Use that to get a mana back, but right now my attack has been blocked, so I used my spear, carving chunks off the stone and not getting any purchase. So Berko's a little bit thrown back with that, so he will transform into a bear. His bones start to creak, and he grows a couple more feet and turns into a bear. And then transformation ability on the bear may move 1 enemy in magic range 1 zone. So he lets up a mighty roar and pushes these gargoyles back 1. I will use my last movement to move 1 point, because cannot recover and only has 1 movement point per action. So I'll move to there. And that is my 4 actions. It is now the enemy phase. Each enemy will now get 2 actions. So the demons will go. 1, 2, they get to there. The gargoyles will move. 1, 2, to there. And level up phase, nothing. Then the darkness phase, we move 1 spot. Start of round 2. At the start of your turn, increase the tracks of the forms you're not in, so 1 for eagle and 1 for raccoon. Berko will attack with yellow, blue, 2 black, and because he's in the shadow dice, and I'm using the tribal spear, I'll use 1 bear power to use savagery. Ignore 1 scratch, the defender suffers the wound instead of me, so I'm going to ignore this scratch, and then I'll ignore the scratch and return it to the gargoyle. I have 2 swords against their 1 sword, but they also have these defensive claws, which give them an extra shield. So they're blocking that. So that was my first action. Second action, I'll do the same again. I'll use savagery, 1 bear power, to ignore the scratch and give it back to them. So 1 gargoyle just gets stomped on, turned to dust. The bear lets out a mighty roar. And too much mana and not enough swords. So with that in turn, I will transform. Berko will transform into an eagle. Wings sprout from the back of the bear. When the eagle transforms, it gets peck. So we roll this orange dice. 2 swords. Turns that other gargoyle into crumbly dust. And then for the third action, I will attack with 1 yellow, 1 purple, 1 minimum black dice, house rules. Use 1 eagle power to reroll this purple. 2 eagle power to get 2 swords from savagery as my level 1 skill. 4 coming through, this claw gives them a shield, so 3. And the eagle swoops in and turns them to dust. So I get 1 for the miniature, and then 1, 2 for the leader. And I get a crossbow, single-handed, so I'll put it in my other hand, which is nice. Then I will draw from the bag for this treasure that I got from them. Common. Ooh, a greater health potion, that's going to be handy. The eagle cannot open doors, trade, or interact. So what I will do is I will use it to fly away. 1, 2 to here. And then that's the end of my turn. Then we have the enemy phase, the demons. 1. They don't have ranged, and then 2. And these are the poison mob. So they're part of my objective. And then we have the level up phase. I'm at level 5, so I can go to level 2. Cash in level 5. Get 1 rare to the bag. My max goes up to 1, so I'm on 6 health. I get to pick a level 2 spell. Take hide armor. If you have nothing equipped, gain 2 defense and 1 reroll on defense. And then we have the darkness track. And then there's a rumbling in the dungeon. The portal sparks to life. And out comes a humanoid tiger. That it is a familiar tiger, a friend, kin. It's Acron, his brother. Berko's brother Acron, who had been lost to the darkness years ago, has returned, but with something different in his eyes. He seems to be a foe. Brother, it is Berko. Can you hear me? There is nothing. Brother! The tiger snarls, and Acron moves forward to his prey. Start of round 3. Increase all tracks that are not in your current form. So bear and raccoon. First action is going to be swap out my battered leather armor for my hide armor. I will use 2 movement points. 1, 2 to charge into the demons, and then I will transform into a bear. So flying as an eagle, and then shrinks down, transforms into a bear, and charges straight into the zone. And when the eagle transforms into the bear gets the roar, may move 1 enemy within magic range, so it pushes, rams these guys back with a charge. Decides to fire into the square. Purple dice because I'm in the shadow. Yellow because of the tribal spear, and it's ranged, so with the crossbow I can pair the tribal spear and the crossbow. And then 2 black and 1 blue for the demons. So the bear utilizes the ranged equipment on him, and then he flicks his claws, these sort of spectral arrows, hit and pepper the demons. So combat, the demons have this combat scratch built in, which I'm going to use my bear to ignore. And, oh my god, lots of scratches. So we will 1 bear power to ignore a scratch and then send it back to the demons. So 1 scratch comes back. And then we have 2 swords coming through, which kills 1 demon. And then 2 scratches, which hurts me. So managed to pepper 1 with the ethereal arrows and get 1 XP for that. Third action, which will be to attack. 2 yellow, 1 purple, 1 black, 1 blue. Getting lots and lots of mana, which is not good. And it has a combat because of the poison. Those are going to block 2. 1 goes through, and they have a defense, attacking or defending. Hero discards 1 mana, I can do that. And then we have 2 claws and 1 damage, so I'm going to take 2 claws, and then 1 damage goes through to them. And then I will drink my lower health potion of 3. So I'll get 3 back. Actually, it takes me to 5. And then last action will be to attack. Same again. So 1 claw built in because of the poison. Ooh, that's a better hit there. So these roaring, scratching claws. Boom. So we have 1 shield taken out, 3 going through, and 1 claw to me. So I'll take 1 claw from the poison, and then 3 goes through, taking out the minion. And because of the house rule, you have to make a separate attack for the boss. That's another for me. And then it is enemy phase. We have the demons, 1 action to move into the bear, and then the 2nd action to attack. They're attacking with 1 yellow. I have 2 blue because of the hider armor, and I get 1 reroll, which is nice. They have 1 black dice minimum, and they've got their poison, and their sword minus 1 defense, the serrated dagger. Yeah. Alright, so block 2, 1 scratch comes through. From the poison. The were-tiger. If there is a hero in line of sight with 2 or less health, place the were-tiger in the hero zone. No. If there is a hero in its zone, attack the hero with the lowest health. So if it can't do any of those, it performs 2 actions. So it's going to go 1, 2 to there, and then a little snarl, and then while I'm holding the demon at bay, I look over my shoulder. Acron, you have to snap out of it. It's me, Berko. Level up phase, can't level up. Darkness phase. Round 4, we add 1 rare treasure to the bag. Start of round 4. Increase the tracks of all forms that you're not in. Berko will transform into a eagle. And then immediately give a peck to the demon. Oh, nothing. Then we'll attack in the square. 1 purple. Oh, I can pair those 2, so I can use them both as range, as melee, which is nice. And then 1 blue, 1 black minimum, and we have the poison counter as well. I will use Eagle Power to re-roll this purple. Cool. So that's 2. Claw. Combat, discard 1 mana because of the combat power. Then we have the claws done. Then we have the scratch, which I take a wound for. I deal 1 damage to the demon. We will drink my healing potion of 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Max is 6. With second action, we'll attack the demon. 1 blue, 1 purple, 2 yellow, 1 black, and 1 poison. Oh, not doing too well at all. 1, 2, so discard a mana. I can't. I'm going to take 2 scratches.
It is time to strike back.
1 damage to the demon. I need to get this last attack in. So last attack. And then I have to run away. Purple, yellow, yellow, blue, and black. And then they've got 1 poison built in. Ooh, that's more like it. 2 blocked, 2 going through, 2 scratches to me. So I take 2 scratches. And then 2 go through, killing the demon. So the eagle jumps on the back and starts pecking, and then just picks the wings off, and then 2 in the eye. So 1 for the mini, 2 for the boss, and because it's a poison token, add 5 XP. Bum. So 10. Nice work. So the poison leaves, and then the door that's sort of sealed shut cracks a little. Looks like I'll need to get 4 poison tokens to open the door to the Scorpion King. I'll put the poison token on the door there. That character is dead. I get the serrated dagger, which I might swap out for my crossbow. Get the treasure from the bag. Ooh, a rare. That's good. Let's have a look. Oh, some legs. Some greaves. So 2 mana to get 2 rerolls, which is nice. On defense. Last action, I'll use it to move. And I will go 1, 2 to here. The eagle can't face his brother. No. And then swoops. And then tucks in. Goes through and then unfurls. The enemy phase, cannot see any hero within line of sight. So he moves 2, 1, 2. Then we have level up phase. I will spend my 10 XP to go from level 2 to 3. Add an epic to the bag. And I get 1 mana max. I get to pick a level 3 skill. I have decided to take Nimbleness level 1, allowing me to move without reaction damage and allowing me to perform attacks as the eagle if needed. Then we go Darkness phase. A mob spawns from the portal. And we have some fire entities with a devil's sword. Start of round 5. Increase all forms other than the current, so bear, and then into raccoon. Ooh, I can't recover in these forms. I'll need to transform back into Berko. So, transform back into Berko. Face his brother, eye to eye, and then transformation, increase any animal track form by 2. The eagle goes to 2. Raises his hands, ready to fight his brother. Brother, I can't. So he takes his action to pick up the treasure on the floor. A rare, another rare, that's good. I got another pair of greaves. I'll take the recover action to gain 2 health. Then I'll use the movement action to move to here and then pick up this treasure chest. 2 rares, which is nice. Demonic gauntlets and the divine gauntlets. Am I feeling demonic or am I feeling divine? I'll use the divine gauntlets. Pick up, move. Last action, I will pick up the treasure in my space, a common, an enchantment scroll, and with my last remaining point I'll open this door here to the other room, and then we will reveal the creature. Dead-eye walkers appear. Men corrupted, poisoned by the darkness. The Dead-eye walker's weapons always count as ranged in addition to its type. Enemy's phase. So we have no one in line of sight, no one in the zone, so it performs 2 actions. 1, 2. The fire entities. 1, 2. Then we have the Dead-eye walkers. So they're going to attack 2 black into my 2 blue because of my hide armor. 1 orange. And if they get 2 claws, it counts as 2 extra, and they've got 1 built-in poison. So that's pretty good. I'm blocking that. Ranged attack will add 1 sword. Weapons bonus, so 1 extra sword. 2 goes through to me. Their second action. Ooh. That's pretty good. 1 scratch comes to me. Then we have the darkness phase. 1 epic goes into the bag. Start of the next round. Every form other than Berko. 2, 3, 7. First action will be the recover action, obviously. Second action will be to recover, but health, so to recover. I will then transform into the raccoon. And the raccoon, each hero in magic range gets 1 mana, that's including myself because I'm within range 1 of myself. And then now I will, I guess, start to pick up some stuff. So the raccoon will use a move to get 1, and then I'll pick up this treasure chest which has 3 rares in it. 1, 2, 3. Swap out that sword, the dragon sword, with the tribal scare. Then I will put on the thief's scarf. I'll spend 1 raccoon movement to go into the space. Spend 1 raccoon movement to open the door with his little hands. And then spend 1 raccoon point to move. And then I will 1, 2, 3 raccoon movement points for nimbleness. Do not take reaction damage. Use my last action. Move. 1, 2. I'll move to there. And then that is the end of my turn. Then we have enemy phase. The skeletons can't attack, so move. And the second attack to there. The second action to there. First action out the door, second action to there. Fire entities. 1, 2 to here. The were tiger. 1, 2. And then that's the enemy's phase. Then we have the level up phase. Then we have the darkness phase. Another mob spawns in the dungeon. And we have orc enforcers with a skull scythe attached. Not looking good for Berko. Alright, Berko backed up against the wall, facing down hordes of poisonous warriors. Decides the only thing he can do is to fight. And for free, at the start of my turn, I get to expand all of the powers of every form I'm in, except for the raccoon. Then I will transform from raccoon to an eagle. So the eagle transforms, gets to do a free peck at the Deadeye Walkers. Does 2 damage to them with 4 health apiece. And then the eagle will spend 1 action and 2 eagle power to move 1 zone and perform an attack. Swoops in to here and will attack in the shadow with a purple, an orange with the dragon sword, a yellow with the serrated dagger because they're paired, single-handed weapons, another yellow with the divine gauntlets, 2 blue for the Deadeye Walkers, 2 black for the minions, and then 1 scratch because it is a poison army. And I will spend 2 eagles to add 2 extra swords to this as well. So charges in, full power. So we have shadow mode with the thief scarf, can reroll 2 dice. I'll reroll this blue to the tray. Blank, that's good. I will also reroll this scratch into another scratch. The serrated dagger minuses 1 shield, so 1 shield goes away. I'm going to spend 1 mana to add a fire to the Deadeye Walkers. I can use my shadow mode. You may use the transformation effect of any form. I will use the effect of Berko to increase any animal track form by 2, so 1, 2 gets my eagle back up. So that's been spent. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 goes through, so 2 to this warrior, which kills this skeleton warrior. Crumples to bones, getting 1 XP. And then 3 to the other one. And then I take 2 damage from the 2 scratches. In a fierce battle, I will do another attack to the skeleton warriors. 2 rerolls. Because of the shadow mode, I will reroll this orange. Good. And the claw doesn't do anything good, so I'll reroll purple to get another sword. And there, 2 blue. 1 blank, 1 serrated dagger, minuses that. 1, 2, 3, that's killing another skeleton warrior. And then I take 1 from the scratch. And then let's try and finish this guy off. I have an action to attack again. Serrated dagger, remove that. I will use the shadow mode ability of the eagle to peck for an extra 2. So 2 goes through naturally with the peck. And then 1, 2, 3, I'll gain a mana back with this yellow dice. And then 1, so 3 go through. 3 go through. 1, 2, 3. Killing this skeleton warrior. And we have 1 for the miniature. And then 2, 1, 2 for the boss. And then because it's a poison warrior, 5 takes me to 10. And another poison on the door. The door creaks again. We're starting to lose the poison. The Devil's Crossbow. Deadeye Walkers are done. 1 treasure, a rare, which is nice. It's a javelin. So the last action I'll take is the recover action to take 2 health. And then enemies phase, we have the Orc Enforcers, 1, 2 actions. The fire entities who have got a melee weapon, they will go 1 and they will attack the bird. And they attack with 2 yellow. I've got 2 blue. And then I've got reroll with defense here. 2 blue, they got 2 black. Attacking Berko the Eagle. Combat, they add fires, which is bad. So defense, I get 1 reroll. I'll reroll this Scratch and Claw to blank, that's good. Then they've got 2 swords. I will use mana to reroll with the Greaves to reroll this Claw into a Scratch, and then reroll this Sword into a Sword, and they have a defender -1, so 3 goes through to me. Berko is hurt. That's their action. Then the Were Tiger, 1, 2. And then we have the level up phase. Oh, just 2 from level 4. Then over to on the darkness track, 8. And the epic goes to the bag. And then we have start of my turn, increase all tracks, 5, except for the eagle. Take the recover action for 2 health. Attack with a second action. I will shadow reroll this. Yep, shadow reroll this. Cool, takes it to 2. The serrated dagger minuses 1, which is nice. Claw adds a fire to me. I'll add 1 fire to them, see how they like it. They add fire to me with this combat claw. And then I cash in my 2 mana here, get it back. I'll spend 2 eagle power to get 2 swords. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 into 1, that's 5. So 5 kills 1, and puts 1 onto another. Extinguishes the flame. My fire is Lightbringer fire, and theirs is infernal fire. So, and then I will transform into a bear. And may move 1 enemy in magic range 1 zone. Pushes them back. Oh, I couldn't have taken the recover action in eagle form. So I couldn't have taken the recover action, so I'll use 1 for an attack. I use 1 point to open the door for 1 movement, because I'm a bear, only 1 movement. Weapons cache room. The next mob you spawn comes with a mob of of 1 higher possible. Okay, so this is the poison mob here, the troglodyte warriors.
Rush the weak. Death to the enemy.
They are the poison group, and they come with a 1 higher level. A devil's staff. 1 to open the door, then 1 movement point to go in. As a bear, 1 movement point to use the forge to start making some weapons. Merge these 3 starters for a rare. A shield, that might be handy coming up with this attack, so I'll put the shield on now. So a sword and shield, a bear with a sword and shield, which is cool. And then that is the end of my actions. We have the enemies phase, so the fire entities, their fire will burn off. 1 damage. They got 4 apiece, and then they will move 1, 2, 1, 2. They don't get to attack, which is nice. Then we have the Were Tiger, 1, 2, which is in the zone. Then the orcs, 1, 2. And then the troglodytes, 1, and then they will attack. The troglodytes will attack with 2 orange into my 3 blue And then I got Greaves for 2 rerolls. And they've got 2 black. And they are a poison squad as well, so they get 1 of these. They are poisonous.
Attack!
Shield. You may use one of your defense symbols to ignore a scratch, so I'll use this defense symbol to ignore a scratch. I'll use my hide armor reroll to reroll this to a scratch. I will use 1 mana for 2 rerolls. I will reroll this to a blank. That's gone, and I'll reroll this into the tray. And I'll reroll that into a claw. Shadow attack, 1 sword, which turns it into a sword, which is blocked by my shield. So boom, I take that attack. Good work. I'll ignore 1 scratch, so I'll use 1 bear power to ignore 1 scratch. And the defender suffers that instead of me. So the bear is fighting off all these people, picking up the troglodytes and throwing them, biting into them, holding off the fire. And then we have level up phase. We're at 11, dang it. Then we have darkness phase. Roaming monster is coming out of the portal. Seems like everyone's humans and people have been corrupted by the poison, and we have a werebear. Bear on bear fight, which should be pretty cool. And that is the darkness phase. Then we have ready everything. Start off Berko's turn. So the raccoon goes up 1, the eagle goes up 1. Oh, fire triggers. Oh, blank. So we will transform for free into the raccoon. So bear to raccoon. Each hero in magic range gains a mana. Sounds like me. And then we will use a move action. Pay 3, 1, 2, 3 to not take reaction damage. So 1, 2 gets me to there. Then I will pick up these 2 treasures. 1, 2. I have 1 common and 1 rare. Leather sandals and the runic ring. 2 runic rings. Leather sandals. I think those greaves are good on defense. So I've used my nimbleness, then I will use this to open the door with 1 action and move out to here. Out of raccoon powers, I'll use my last action for movement, and I will go 1, 2 to there, just run away from them all. And then that's the end of my turn. Then we have enemy phase. The orcs, 1, 2, they turn around and they give chase. The werebear, if there is 1 hero in its zone, no. If there are more than 1 hero, no. So it gets 2. 1, 2. Then we have the fire entities. 1, 2. Then we have the troglodytes. 1, 2.
Rejoice in the coming oblivion.
Sticking with their dark, which they like. Then we have the were-tiger, Acron. 1, 2. Pursuing his brother. So enemy phase done. Level up phase, no. Darkness phase, we go around to the next side of the track. Heroes phase. Berko is in trouble. Everything increases by 1, so bear, eagle, except for raccoon. I will use my first action to open this door. A bear trap token. Grab a random bear trap, put it here, so as soon as I enter the room. But I'm going to lure these guys out, I think. We have the poison token, so the poison group is some poisoned gargoyles. And they are carrying Devil's Sword. Some stone statues guarding this treasure chest in this room. Shake to life as soon as light hits and enters it. Covers them and they crack to life. And then we have One more movement point left over, I'll go to there. Then I'll use another move, 1, 2. Then I'll use another move, 1, 2. Then I'll use another move, 1 and then the fountain. Heal 4, yes! Because I can interact because I'm the little raccoon. 1, 2, 3, 4. Heal 4. And then I will transform into the bear. And then get the bear power, which is move one enemy in range. So I will move the were-tiger one, push him back. Enemies phase, we have fire entities. Can they attack from where they are? No, so 1 into there. And they'll perform an attack, which is 2 yellow against my 3 blue and 1 black dice. And I have my bear to ignore a black dice. I have a bear to ignore and turn stuff around. I have a shield. I have some greaves for rerolls. And I have my hide armor, which is good. Alright, we have a claw, just 1 claw, which is combat, which is fire. Use 1 bear point to ignore it. Then we'll do 1 combat reroll with this yellow, with the hide armor. Blank, so I'm blocking it. Nice. So I block the fire. The bear just tenses up and all the fire just sort of bounces off its thick hide. Then we have the were-tiger. Cannot perform any of its listed actions, so it takes 2. 1, 2 to me here. We have the troglodytes.
Crush
1,
the weak.
2. Have the orcs. 1, 2. Then the were-bear. It's 2 actions, so 1, 2 to here. And the gargoyles. 1, 2 to here. And that is the end of the enemy phase. Then we have the level up phase. I'm still 1 off level 4. Then we have the darkness phase. We spawn a mob over here. Dwarf defenders coming out the portal. Corrupted and poisoned. Then we have start of hero's turn. We move each track up by 1, except for the bear. We will fight against the fire entities. We will transform into an eagle. And then we will use the eagle's ability peck to roll to attack. 3 swords, so that kills this fire entity outright. Eagle claps its wings together and puts the fire entity out. And then we will attack the fire entity. We have 1 orange with the dragon sword, 1 yellow with the divine gauntlets, 2 blue and 1 black for its power, no shadow. And I've got some powers here. Savagery and nimbleness, but I'm just going to might be using savagery. Reroll these double swords to 1. Claw, which gives me a fire. I'll spend 2 eagle, 1, 2, to get 2 swords to make that 6. 5 go through. Extinguishing leader, 1 for the miniature, and then 2 for the leader. Taking me to 15, and then the fire entities are no more. I get the devil's sword, which is 1-handed. I'll equip it right away. Commander shield's done. Get 1 treasure. It's a rare treasure. Inspiring drums. Don't need any of those. I will use my second action to attack Akron, the brother.
Brother, if you will not stand down, I will have to fight.
So 1 yellow for the dragon sword, 2 yellow for the devil's sword, and I'm pairing it, 1-handed each. 2 blue, 1 black, and I'll have a reroll. Defender's -1 shield, which is good. I'll use this claw to reroll one of the were-tiger's blank dice. To double shields, that's not good. One attack eagle to reroll the blue dice that was rerolled. Add a fire with 1 mana with the dragon sword. To 2, that's blocking it. So that blocked it all. Then I will attack him again. I will use 1 mana to add 1 more fire with the dragon sword to the were-tiger. Defender -1 shield. Claw reroll 1 blank because of the were-tiger into blank. That's gone. So 3 go through. 1, 2, 3. It's got 10. It's on to 7 health left. Then 1 more. I will escape with 1, 2, and I'll take 1 reaction damage.
Brother, where are you going?
Then we have enemy phase. Were-tiger, let's get him done. So the were-tiger, 2 fire tokens to resolve. So 2 yellows. Alright, so 2 burns, taking him to 5 of 10. If there is a hero in line of sight with 2 or less health, nope. If there is a hero in its zone, nope, so it gets its 2 actions. 1, 2, that's pretty good. The werebear, nope, so it goes 1, 2. Then we have the gargoyles. Wait. There, troglodytes go to there, and then orcs go to there as well. I don't think I'm going that way. Level up phase. I get to go to level 4. Spend that. Hide armor 2. If you have nothing there, gain 4 defense and 1 reroll. His skin just gets a magical coating. Then we have darkness phase from 2 to 3 on the second side of the track. And then it is the start of Berko's turn. And Berko will increase his tracks. So not eagle form, bear form goes up 1, raccoon goes up 1. Resolve this fire. 1 damage. So Berko's in the shadow now, so Berko will attack 1 orange, 1 purple, 2 yellow, 2 blue, 1 black, and will attack his brother, Acron.
Akron, I'm sorry, brother.
Alright, I'm getting 1 claw. I'll re-roll with the shadow. Roll this one. The claw allows 1 of the dice to be re-rolled. So Devil Sword minus is 1. Reroll with the combat ability of the were-tiger to 1. That's fine. And then we have all these swords. I'll cash in all the mana. So 3 mana. Boom, boom, boom. Add 1 mana for the sword to add a fire. 1 blocked. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. Takes him to 9 of 10.
Brother, don't make me do this. I'm sorry, brother.
Then we have 1 more attack. And he transforms into Berko for this attack. Increase any animal form by 2. He will increase eagle form by 2.
I'm sorry, brother. You need to see me face to face. I'm sorry this happened to you.
And he brings up the sword. And he is going to -1 with the devil's sword. This claw is to reroll blanks, doesn't matter. And then we have 1 mana cash back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 6 go through. Berko looks at his brother and then with a heartfelt tear in his eye stabs him in the chest. And Akron, and just as he dies, the darkness and the poison goes from him. And then he says, "Thank you, brother." And he disappears. For match to 4 and then 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 to 8. Cool. And I cash in 1 rare treasure. The Shadow Bane helmet. That means I can start to get my set. we go. I'll put this, take this thief scarf off. I have the 2 set item of the Shadowbane, which is 1 mana, increase each form track by 2 except the current form. Cool. I will cash in these 2 treasures. First treasure, an epic. Second treasure, an epic. 2 epics. Swap these heavy greaves. Keep my helm. Got a dragon mask. And then I've got some actions. Berko will take, with his 3rd action, Berko will take the recover action to gain 2. In his last action, he'll do some handsprings backwards. 2 points to there. The enemy phase, the gargoyles, 1, 2, this way. Dwarf defenders, 1, 2, that way. 1, 2. The troglodytes. Then we have the orcs, 1, 2. And then the werebear. The werebear. Nope, it's only within zones. 1, 2. So boom, takes it to the charge. Then we have level up phase. I've got 8 XP. Darkness phase. Another roaming monster comes out of the portal. We have Prog. They come out of the portal.
What's going on here then? Oh, looks like there's lots of things to smash. We'll make sure we get rid of them then. Time to smash. I want to go this way. No, this way.
So Graz and Prug have arrived. Hero phase. So we increase our forms by 1. 5 eagle, 8 bear, 5 raccoon. Use my druid magic from the Shadowbane set to increase each animal form by 2 except the current form. 6, 7. Bears at max. Berko will transform into the eagle. And then we'll get a free pick. And 1 enemy in range. Nothing. Got 0. So didn't work. Then I'll perform 1 action, which is to move. 1, 2 to here. I will spend 2 eagle form. 2 to 5 to move 1 zone and perform an attack. Swoops in to here and gets an attack. 2 yellow with the devil's sword. 1 orange with the dragon sword. 1 yellow with the divine gauntlets. 2 black for the gargoyles. 2 blue for the gargoyles. And they get the defense claw, an extra shield, and they're a poison group. Spend 1 mana for fire on the fire sword against the gargoyles. Spend 1 eagle to re-roll scratch. To blank, spend 2 eagle to get 2 extra swords. They have this claw which turns it into a shield. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gain a mana back. 5 and 1 damage to me. And then 5 through to them, which is 1 gargoyle smashed to pieces. 2 on the next one. Attack again. One claw adds 1 shield, and then 1 blocked. 2 goes through, killing that 1 gargoyle. I take 1 from the poison damage. 1, 2, I'm at 10 now, which is good. Then we have 1 big hit left. I'm going to hit this gargoyle. Poison. 1 eagle reroll with this orange. Cool. 1 mana to gain back. I will take 1 damage from the claw. I will cash in the mana. 3 go through, killing the gargoyle, shattering it to pieces. That's 1 for the miniature. 1, 2. 2 mana to recover health from the Gleaming Helm. After combat, heal equal to the wounds dealt, so that's 3, so heal 3.
Roar.
That's another poison door cracked open. That's another devil's sword. A rare treasure. The double flail. It's pretty good. Costs mana though. I'll keep the double flail there for now. Then we'll use my last action to attack the dwarves. 3 blue, 2 black, 3 yellow, 1 orange. Ooh, with 1 eagle reroll.
Split them open!
Alright, -1 with the devil's sword. Taking 1 scratch. 2 mana, I'll take 2 mana. Cash in that scratch. Ouch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blocking 1, so 5. Or if I can get rid of that 1 blank, I can take out 2. Let's cash in 1 eagle reroll. Blank. That takes it to 6 damage. That takes out 2. Give me 2 XP. Use 2 mana to recover 6 health. I'm 2 above my max, so 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, 7, that's good. That's my last action. The enemies phase. So we have the dwarf defenders. We'll get them to do 2 attacks.
Destroy the weak!
1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 black. Into my 2 for my heavy greaves, and then 4 hide armor. That's 5. That's max dice.
Death to the enemy!
Yeah, that's super blocked. 3 defense to 2 attack. They've got their magic hammers and they're like shooting lightning out, but the eagle just too maneuverable for them. And then they'll do their second one. Blocked, blocked. 1 scratch coming through. I'll take 1 damage. But the rest is blocked. Then we have Graz and Prug. Before Graz and Prug's activation, roll 1 black dice.
What are we going to do?
A claw. If a claw was rolled, Graz and Prug move 3 zones towards the closest hero and attack them if possible.
Whoa, get the body.
1 orange, 3 black, into my 5 blue.
Stomp on flat!
They've got, attack, add 1 yellow dice. So I will get them to reroll this claw with hide armor. Actually, the scratch. Get them to reroll the scratching claw. Oh, into a scratching claw. Nice.
Just what I wanted to hear!
They have a claw to add 1 yellow dice, so that's 3. They add 3 yellow dice.
They don't stand a chance!
Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4 into my 1. 3 go through, and then 4 because of the scratch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, what a hit from Graz and Prug.
No one's bigger or meaner than us.
Then we have the werebear. 1, 2. And then all these guys. 1, 2. They all follow. Level up phase. I'm at 15. Need 18 to get over. Then we've got darkness phase. Goes back to the beginning. And then we have... Ready? Berko continues their tactical retreat from the monsters of the dungeon. With the enemies close, Berko escapes as an eagle, then transforms into a bear, taking safety in an open room, a place of respite, and a chance to level up to level 5. Start of the hero's turn, increase every track except for the bear, so eagle, and raccoon. Will transform into a raccoon. And then gain 1 mana in range, so I gain 1. And then I'll use 1 movement and 1 raccoon to get 3 movement points. 2 transmutes. Green into a rare treasure. Throwing axes. 3 blues into an epic. Cool. And then I will use another action and another raccoon point to get 3 movement points. So I will keep crossbow just in case. And I will make another epic gear. Piercing javelin, that's pretty good. I have 2 more movement points. I'll make another epic gear. Prime helm, 1 more movement point. Do these 3 to make an epic. Mighty greaves. Cool. And then I'll use 1 action point and 1 more raccoon to get 3 more movement points. And I will morph this into a rare treasure. Ooh, the Shadow Hero's Greaves. I will ignore 1 die. Yep, I'll change those. 2 movement points left over. I'm pretty much stacked for epics. Move 1, 2. Right, and then I'll use my last action to rearrange my backpack. Let's put the prime helm on for the shadow. Alright. And then we have the enemy phase, graze and proc. Nothing, so move 3 towards.
We's not afraid of nothing. No one's bigger or meaner than us.
1, 2, 3, he gets to there. And then he will attack them if possible. So 1 orange, 3 black. Into my 4 blue. 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. And fence, ignore 1 die. I'll ignore it when I get to it.
Smash 'em and chop 'em.
Ignore. I will ignore this orange with Hero's Greaves, and then the 2 claws become 2 yellow dice. 2, and then 2 blocked into 3, blocked, fully blocked. Nice. And then we have 1, 2 troglodytes.
I will have my vengeance.
Werebear. And the orcs move. So I guess it's fight time for me. Then we have level up phase, max level. Darkness phase, the blank. Oh, the gargoyles, 1, 2. They go to here. And then we have ready. Increase all forms except for raccoon. So 1. I will use a move action and nimbleness and use 3 raccoon, 1, 2, 3, to move 2 spaces and ignore reaction damage. 1, 2. Then I will transform into an eagle. And then I will pick with the transformation power. Pick 3 swords into this, kills this guy. And there's 1 left over, so 1 XP for him. Troglodyte down. Then we have, I will attack. Savagery 2. 1 orange, 2 yellow, 3 yellow, 1 black, 2 blue, and they're in the light, which is the best to hit them, and then they've got 1 poison power, and I will attack them. Ignore 1 shield. That's pretty good. I will use 1 eagle power to re-roll this scratch and claw into a scratch. I guess cash that in, 2 damage to me, 1, 2.
Rejoice in the coming oblivion.
And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 1 troglodyte dead, 1 XP. And then we will attack again. 1, 2, 3. That's enough to kill. Yeah, so just 3. I'll take that. 1 for the miniature. 1, 2. And yes, the eagle just pecks these troglodytes' eyes out. Get the last poison token, and then it goes and stacks on the door, and the door is now free and open. The door is now unlocked. I gain 1 treasure from this, which is an epic treasure. Demonic amulet. Anytime kill a roaming monster with less than 15 health. We have the Devil's Horn. So I've got 1 more action. We will attack the werebear. 3 defense, 2 black, 3 yellow, 1 orange. Light, ignore 1 defense die, which is good. Or ignore 1 die. Into the tray. Oh, great. That's very good. The Devil's Sword ignores 1 shield. And then I've got all of these. I'll gain 1 mana from that. Dice, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 go through to the werebear. He's got 16. We'll add 1 fire with the dragon sword to the bear. Then we have enemy's face, Graz and Prug.
We's ready for a fight.
Nothing, so move 3 zones towards the most health and attack them.
Just what I wanted to
Graz
hear.
and Prug jumps into the square
What to smash?
and attacks the bird. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 defense. Graz has 1 orange and 3 black.
No one's bigger or meaner than us. Stomp on flag!
Got nothing on that clause, and I got 3 defense, blocked it, nice. Then we have werebear attacks. If there's only 1 hero in zone, attacks them, adds 1 frost damage. So frost. The werebear will attack with 1 yellow, 1 orange, 1 black into my 4 with frost. Blocking, which is good. A claw, which allows them to roll a blank dice, which is fine. I get a reroll on defense. And light, I can ignore 1 die, so I'll ignore this. So the werebear is done. The frost comes through. And then we have the orcs. The orcs will attack. 1 yellow, 1 orange, 2 black to my 4 blue with a reroll. And remove a dice with defense. So I'm blocking it, which is good. They got 4 attack, and then I got 4 defense. Block, block, block. I will reroll. I'll reroll this with hide armor, blank, and then I'll ignore this with the hero's greaves. So defended. It's the enemy phase, level up phase. Then the darkness phase. We have another roaming monster come out of the portal. This is getting tight. We have the Paragon. Judgment is coming. Judgment for you. Paragon arrives. A ghostly figure from the infernal realm. The werebear will take its fire damage. 1. Ready to everything. So, start of my turn. Frost. Shake the frost damage off. And then I'll transform into a raccoon. I gain 1 mana from the transformation. Then I'll use a move action and I'll pay 3 raccoonness. Pay 3, 1, 2, 3. Paid 3 raccoon to do a move action. So I can now move 2 points without taking damage. 1, 2. Then I will flip this over. Use my little raccoon hands to open the door to the Scorpion King's lair. And then last action, 1 point to move into the Scorpion King's lair. And that is where we are at. We have entered the domain of the Scorpion King. So now that I've entered the zone, these tiles will be removed and we'll prep for the boss. Move all the characters in the dungeon, and then we'll set up the tiles for the boss fight, and it should be done like this. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, look at that. This video series will be done in 2 parts. This is the first for the quest, and then I'll do the boss fight in a separate video. Hope you enjoyed.